Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. So in the previous lectures we had seen some little simple examples where we seen the examples in terms of block move and then block exchange and then addition, subtraction and then multiplication. Okay, so in today's lecture we shall look into some more examples which are somewhat different when it is compared with the previous examples what we had seen in the previous lecture. Okay, so let us look into the examples over here. So now if you look, let us look into the program number one. Now if you look at the program number one, what actually they have given is that write a program to find out the square of a number of a given number from the given address location and store the result in its destination address. Okay, and they have said that let the source address be 20 hexa and the destination address be 25 hexa and then 26 hexa. Now if you look at this particular program, what we need to do, we have to fetch the data or we have to fetch the number which is present in the address location 20 hexa. Okay, that it is present in the address location 20 hexa, and I have to perform the square of that particular data. Let us say that if this is having something like a, okay, if it is having a, I need to perform what? I need to perform a square. Okay, the result what I will be having, that result should be stored where? It should be stored in 25 hexa and then 26 hexa location. Okay, now some if you might assume that why we are having something like 26 hexa location over here, why there are two different locations which are given in terms of destination address. Okay, see if you look into the registers what we are having, the registers in 8051 all are of how many bits? All are of 8-bit registers. Okay, now 8-bit registers in the sense 2 raised to 8, in the sense what value we will be having? 2 raised to 8, this will give us 256, right? So 256 square if you do, okay, so this is our maximum value what we can have in a single register. Now since we are doing the square operation, how the square operation is done? Now if you take a value or some number like a, or let us take this as, let us not take this as a, let us take this as something like 5. Okay, now if you do 5 square, that result what we will be having, that result will be having, that result will be 25. Okay, how we have achieved this 25? By multiplying 5 with the given number 5 again. Okay, the same number we are going to multiply it with the same number, so the result what we will be getting, that will be a square of a number. Okay, now here when you look at this particular thing, as we said, why the destination address is of two different locations. Okay, now if you look at this, now the maximum count what we can have, the maximum number what we can have in terms of one single bit register, that is 256. Okay, now if I take 256 square, okay, if I perform 256 square, then I'll be ending up with what? I'll be ending up with 65,536. Okay, so this will be my value. When you convert this in terms of hexadecimal, this value will be of what? This value will be of ff, and this value will be of ff, ff. Okay, so 4 different f's you will be having. Okay, now if you look at this particular number over here, okay, now if you take this thing, this f is a 8-bit number and then this ff is a 8-bit number. Okay, so two 8-bit numbers, so total resultant what we are having, this result is of 16 bits. Okay, this 16-bit number we need to store. but the registers value, what are the registers maximum, this thing what we are having, it all the registers are of 8-bit registers which are inbuilt registers which are available in our 8051 microcontroller. So that is why we need two different address locations in order to store the lower nibble and then the higher nibble. Okay, so this will be our lower nibble and this particular will be our, this particular byte is lower nibble and then this particular byte is our higher nibble. Okay, so how we are going to perform this operation? So let us look into this, what logic we are using. Now logic in the sense, as we have understood that we need to perform what, we need to perform square, so the same number will be multiplied with the same number. Okay, so the resultant what we will be having, that will be our square. Okay, now as they have said that they have stored the data, we need to take the data which is present in 20 hexa location. Okay, so first I need to take this particular data. So actually we have a thing like in 8051, most of the operations what we are doing, those operations we will be doing in terms of what, we will be doing in terms of our accumulator, or you can say it as register A. So first what I will do, I'll take the data which is present in 20 hexa to what, to accumulator. Okay, so the data which was there in 20 hexa, now it has come to the accumulator. So this particular number itself, it has to be multiplied with the same number. Okay, so for that thing we are having something called, we are having instruction called mul. So mul is performed like what, mul is performed move mul a b. So this is the instruction what we are having in terms of 8051 microcontroller. So if A is having this particular data, the same copy of that data should be present where, it should be present even in my register B also. So what I will do, I'll take a copy of this particular A into my register B. Okay, now if you look at the what and all we have done, step 1 is to take the data to my accumulator. Step 2 is take a copy of that particular thing in register B, and now what we have to do, we have to perform this mul operation. Okay, now after mul operation, as we said, the resultant is of how many bits? The result is of 16 bits. So we have to divide higher nibble and then lower nibble. So your register B will be having what? The register B will be having higher nibble and then register A will be having my lower nibble. Since I have to perform all the operations in terms of my register A, so what I should do, I should take this particular data first to my destination and then take a copy of this particular B back to A, and then again I need to store that into the destination address. Okay, so this is the logic behind how actually we are going to perform the square operation. Now let us look into the thing, how can we write down the program. Okay, so now writing down the program, as we said, the first step what we need to do, now let us take this particular thing. So I'll tell organization 00 hexa, so that the coding will start from 00 hexa location. So first I need to take down the data from where, I need to take the data from 20 hexa, that is my source address. Okay, so I'll write move a comma 20 hexa. Now the contents of that 20 hexa has come to my register A, and again what we had said, since our multiplication instruction is mul AB, I need to take a copy of this particular thing in register B. So I have written move B comma A. Now once the data are present in both register A and B, I will be performing my multiplication operation, that is mul AB. Okay, now mul AB will result. So the resultant is of 16-bit, A will be having a lower nibble and then B will be having higher nibble. So as the destination addresses are 25 hexa and then 26 hexa, so I'll be taking this 26 hexa to store lower nibble and this 25 hexa to store higher nibble. Okay, now if you look at this, so 26 hexa is a lower nibble. So first I need to store my lower nibble in the destination address, so I'll be writing move 26 hexa comma A, because why we have taken A will be having lower nibble. Now since the higher nibble is present in B, so I had to move that particular data to register A first and then I need to store that into my destination address. Okay, now what I will do, now I'll take that data which is present in B to A and then I'll move that particular data to my destination address, that is 25 hexa. Okay, so this is end of the program. Okay, so now here this is the program what we have written is for what, this is for the square operation. Okay, now let us look into this, how actually this is going to work in terms of Keil Microvision. Okay, so I think this is visible. So here what actually we have done, taken the data from 20 hexa location, taken in terms of what we have taken that particular thing into accumulator and then we have performed what we have performed the multiplication operation. Okay, so let me save this and then compile. So 0 error. So let me go in evaluation mode. So here you can observe, okay, like where here this is my data window. Here you can observe that our particular D is 20 hexa location. Okay, now at 20 hexa, let me take the value, let us take a smaller value, so I'll take this thing as what, let me take this as 5. Okay, now if you look at 5, so let us look into this. If I perform 5 square, so I'll be performing what, 5 into 5, so the result what will be having, the result is 25 in terms of decimal, but when you look in terms of hexadecimal, the value is 19. So since even 19 is what, 19 is a 8-bit number, so only one destination address, the lower nibble will be 19, the higher nibble will be 00 hexa. Now since this is the starting address is 20 hexa, so the 25 and then 26 will come somewhere around here. Okay, so let us execute this step by step. So here move A has been moved with what, now 5 value, and move B comma A. So B has been say, taken the copy of A and then perform square. So the result, you can observe the result over here. The result is what, the result is 19 and then 00 hexa. So 00 is what, it is higher nibble, and then 19 is what, this is what, this is my higher nibble and this is my lower nibble. Now you can observe over here. Now if you take if you perform the operation over here, see, you can observe 19 over here and then 00 will be over here. Okay, so this is what, this is the lesser value we had taken, so we have ended up with the higher nibble to be 00 hexa. Let us take the same this thing, let us execute the same program, but let us change this particular value. Okay, so what I will be doing, so let us look into this particular thing. So I'll be taking, let me take CD. Okay, now when CD is multiplied with CD, we will be ending up with what, I'll be ending up with A429 value. The decimal equivalent is what, the decimal equivalent is 42,025. The hexadecimal equivalent is A429. 29. Okay, so now what I will be doing, let me change this thing to CD. Okay, now we have taken CD. Let me execute this step by step. Now you can observe A has been loaded with CD and then B has been loaded with CD. After multiplication, A4 29, where A4 is what? It is our higher nibble. 29 is what? It is our lower nibble. Now when you first I need to store lower nibble. So now here the previous value was 19, because in the previous example like we had done with 5 square. So here you can change the, you can see the change. So it has been changed to 29 and then higher nibble A4. So here you can observe that at this particular point your data has been changed to A4 and then 29. Okay, same data what we have got in terms of what, in terms of our calculator over here. Okay, so this is all regarding what, this is all regarding my square operation. Okay, now let us look into the another operation, that is what, let us look into the next program. Okay, so next program, what does it state? So next program states that write a program to perform the following operation, square of a plus b, where a and b are data of two different address locations. Store the result in given address location. So what actually they are telling now, if you look at this, they are telling us to perform this particular operation, that is a plus b whole square. Okay, this is the operation what we need to perform. See this square operation, this particular thing, this square operation we saw in the previous example. Now we need to perform what? We need to perform this. So as we have said, what is the thing? When you look into the mathematical operations, it always it is going to work in terms of what? In terms of board mass. So branches first. So here we are having branch. So inside we are having addition operation. First we need to perform what? We need to perform this particular addition operation, and then later on I need to perform the square operation. Okay. So now again what is the thing? Now if you look at the thing, so what actually is happening is A is located in some address location. I need to take this particular A value in what? I need to take this into accumulator. Okay, so from accumulator I'll keep this safe in where? In my register B. Okay, and then I'll take my B value. Again I'll take a copy of this B value. I'll move this particular B value to my accumulator. So accumulator and then B we will be having. Now here what I will do, here I will perform my addition operation. Okay, so this addition operation result will be stored where? It will be stored in accumulator. Okay, now addition operation has been done. Now what we need to perform? We need to perform square. So how we are going to perform square? Take a copy of this in register B and then perform multiplication. So this is the steps what we need to do. So first take the values from A address location, take the value of A and then store it in B, take the value of B and then take it into accumulator, perform addition. So result what you will be getting, that will be there in accumulator. You take a copy in register B and then perform multiplication. Okay, so how can we write this particular program? Here the assumption what they have done is, okay, you can observe the assumption, let A is equal to 20 hexa, B is equal to 30 hexa. The result should be stored in 40 hexa and then 41 hexa. Okay, so let us take the value. Okay, let us write organization 00 hexa. Okay, now I need to take the data from 20 hexa location. So move A comma 20 hexa. Okay, so the data is being moved to accumulator. We said we will be taking a copy in where, in register B. So move B comma A we have done. Okay, now I need to take, since the data which is present in 20 hexa, it is being saved in register B. Now I will take the data which is present in 30 hexa location. So I will be writing move A comma 30 hexa. Okay, so here direct addressing mode we are using, we are not using immediate addressing mode. Okay, so the contents of 30 hexa is being moved to accumulator. Now what I need to do, I need to perform addition. Before performing addition, I should make sure that the carry flag is being cleared. So I have written clear C. Now add with carry. Okay, so here we are using add C, that is what, add with carry we are using. So add with carry, what and all I should add, A and then B. So add with carry A comma B. So result what I will be having, that will be stored in accumulator. So this accumulator value I should move it to where, I should move it to B again. Okay, so I should move it to B. So now what we need to do, now there is a data which is, the data is present in accumulator as well as in the register B. Now I have to perform multiplication operation. So mul AB I will write. So the data is present where, the data is present in, the lower nibble is present in register A and the higher nibble is present in register B. So since the multiplication data is a 16-bit number, so what we need to do, we need to store the 16-bit data in the address locations, that is 40 hexa and then 41 hexa. Value which was present in B to the accumulator, and then I'll make that move 40 hexa comma A. So this will complete my what, all the operations. So I'll be writing down with end. Okay, so this is the code for what, this is the code for A plus B whole square. So let us look into this. So let us execute, let us try to execute this particular program in our keel. Okay, so let us take that, let us consider this scenario. Okay, let A be 2. Okay, and let me take my B as 3. So this is 2. Okay, so this is 2. So A plus B is what, if you look at A plus B whole square, that is nothing but, this is the operation what we are going to do. So that is nothing but 2 plus 3 whole square we are doing. So result will be what, it is nothing but 5 square. The result will be 25 in terms of decimal, but when you look into hexadecimal it will be 19. Okay, so let us keep this scenario and then let us try to execute our this thing. So let me save and then compile. So 0 errors, and then let me go in evaluation mode. So now here you can observe A is located where, it is located in 20 hexa. We have taken the value what, we have taken the value 02. So let me take A as 02. B is in 30 hexa, so let me take it as 03, and then let me perform. Here in 40 hexa I should have the value which is A plus B square, that is 19. Okay, so now if you go step by step, A has been loaded with 20 hexa, 02 hexa, Okay, now B has A, we have taken a copy of A in register B. Now again what I'll do, I'll take the value from 30 hexa location. So A has been loaded with what, 03. By default carry flag is reset, but still let us clear the carry flag. Okay, and then add with carry I need to do. So add with carry, the result is 05. Okay, this is what, this is the result of A plus B operation. Now I need to perform the square, so I'll be moving the same data to register B, and then again what I'll be doing, I'll be doing multiplication operation. So the result is what, the result is 19. So this 19 I need to store where, this 19 to be stored where, it should be stored in 41 hexa. Since my higher nibble is 0, so this will be same 00 itself. Okay, so the result what we have got is 0019. So first I'll be moving this 19 as you can observe over here, and then I'll be moving 40 hexa. Now you can observe that here is my A, and then here is my B, and then here you can observe my uh, resultant value, that is 19, is being stored in 41 hexa location. So this is all regarding what, this is all regarding our A plus B square operation. Okay, from these two examples let us wind off this particular lecture, and then in one more lecture let us try to solve two more examples, two more different examples, so that we can understand the 8051 microcontroller in a better way. Thank you.